Adam Montgomery's day in court is coming up in February, just a little bit more than 1 month from now. February 6th is the date that he is set to stand trial for the murder of his daughter, Harmony Montgomery, an innocent little girl that went missing for quite some time, years actually, before anyone even knew that she was gone. Kind of a testament to the individuals that dad surrounded himself with, if nobody knew or spoke up enough to say, hey, where's your daughter at? He's now arguing that some of the evidence should be not admissible for trial, things that he bought at the Home Depot, like lime and hacksaws, things that also happen to coincide with Google searches about disposing of a body or dismembering a body. I'll give it to his defense counsel. Well, you're probably doing your job. You're wanting to get the uh, evidence out of there that could really incriminate him, and there certainly is a lot of it. But at the same time, I don't see this having much success. Joining me to discuss, Jennifer Coffindaffer, retired FBI special agent. You just cringe when you look at this guy and what is being attempted here as he gets ready for trial. What are your thoughts, Jennifer?
Oh, Tony, this is one of those cases that I think maybe because from the very beginning uh, of this case, I was just involved with it. Um, I just can't imagine anyone looking at this case and not feeling just a sense of complete, profound disgust for Adam Montgomery. Harmony Montgomery was the quite essential. First of all, she uh, was debilitated in a way with her sight issues.
Hmm.
She was so frail and so small, and you just so innocent and yet so abused. And I'll never forget. It was actually in a Twitter Spaces where I first heard her uncle was on with me and others regarding the abuse she had suffered.
Hmm.
And just terrible. I mean, just imagine making a young child, um, uh, clean toilets with their toothbrush, um, beat,
Hmm.
be struck about the head. She was really treated. The best analogy I can put in your listeners' minds is like a scraggly street dog
Yeah.
that was just, beat up all the time by other dogs and by anything. And that's how she was treated and abused until, of course, finally she could breathe no longer because the abuse was so horrific on her brain and her head. Um, so, anyway, again, it's just alleged.
Hmm.
He has not been convicted, but I don't think, I think you said it right. The defense has to go through these motions to try to get some of this evidence out. It's not going out, it's going to stay in. And the statements he made to officers on the body worn cameras, I think that will stay in. I think the state has a very a good case, but what makes it really strong will be the testimony of Kaylee,
Yeah.
who was there through it all, who collected money after she was dead in her name,
Hmm.
who was certainly complicit in all of this, which galls many people. But you don't make deals with choir boys. You make deals with devils who are part of the crimes typically, and that's what we're seeing here.
And that's going to be very interesting because she's already serving her own sentence on this. Shortly before Harmony's disappearance, she made the claims that she helped dispose of Harmony's body, that it was in that bag, that she witnessed her being abused by Adam. I mean, if you have a witness literally saying, "I helped dispose of the body of the person that you are accused of murdering," that's going to be pretty clear to a jury if someone's already serving time for that crime that, yeah, this guy very likely is guilty.
Well, the litmus test to me was they already had a trial related to firearms that were in
Yeah.
his possession. And the chief witness in that case, just like this case is going to be, was Kaylee.
Hmm.
And she got up on the stand. She was strong. She made it past cross examination, and the jury believed her, and he was convicted. So when I saw that, I felt so much better about this upcoming trial that we're going to see and her legitimacy as a truthful and strong witness.
Yeah, nearly 200 individuals potentially are there for the witness stand, including neighbors, friends, acquaintances, and yes, also Kayla Montgomery. It feels like open and shut, but nothing is truly open and shut. There's no body here. How much do you think that will play into any sort of difficulty the prosecution may have convicting him?
In this case, I don't think it will. We've got Kayla's statements, and then we've got, remember, those boards that came up in the closet where I think she was, and biological matter, DNA that we're going to see introduced, I believe, and then also in that refrigerator where she was possibly housed, possible DNA there. I think we're going to have a story that's told that's believable and backed by hard evidence to show exactly what he did and exactly how he then disposed of the body with somebody outlining it, and it's going to make sense. And I think that's going to be why he will be convicted.
Hey, it's Tony Brueski. If you like the podcast, be sure to like, subscribe, and press that bell so you don't miss any of our updates on the cases we're following for you right here at the Hidden Killers podcast from True Crime Today. And thanks